nothing changes.
Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome into the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. And after my last video about sourcing merchandise through local marketplaces and advertising, a lot of people still wanted to go the wholesale pallet bulk purchasing route. And so while I don't recommend this as the best option, it is an option. And there are a lot of people that have success doing it through pallets and bulk and liquidation. I have bought my share of pallets and Gaylords. In fact, I just bought one in October of the remote controls, and I'll probably be buying another one in the next month or two. But I didn't buy it through a normal channel. I didn't buy it through a pallet company or a liquidation company. I bought it through another source, another networked person, which is again, my advice to you guys is to make friends network advice, you know, and get these deals outside of companies, go around the middleman. And that's what I preach in the webinar and what I made these videos about. And it's the best way. But if you really want pallets, liquidations, they're hit or miss. My warning to you is this. I'm going to link them below. I'm going to show you them on my computer screen right now. There are about 10 of them that come to the top of my mind. But just please read the manifest, read the products, learn their conditions, learn what they mean by A grade, B grade, C grade. Read all of that on their website. They usually have terms. And make sure that you understand what you are buying. Know that you have to have a place to store this. You're still gonna have to sort it. If you buy customer returns, you're gonna have to test it. There's a lot of things unknown and a lot of work that still goes along with buying pallets, liquidations, Gaylords, bulk merchandise. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into them. I'm gonna show you the ones that I can speak for. I can give you my experience that I recommend or don't recommend, and then you guys can make all of those decisions on your own. As I said, there are other ways to do it, and that's what I talk about in my webinar that's below. And I really advise you to go that route over pallets. But if you insist, let's talk about them. Let's jump over to my screen and I'll show you each and every one of them, company by company. All right, so like I warned you, some of these sites are hit or miss, so don't blame me if you buy something and you end up losing money or getting junk, because I warned you, and like I said, you have to read the manifest and go through everything. So the first one is the probably most popular website that everyone knows about. It's bulk, BULQ.com. Now, way back in the day, they used to be really good. I still see people buy stuff and do well on this site, but a lot more misses than hits. So just be really, really cautious. And you can see some of the lots right here on the main page, apparel and accessories. They have 409 lots active. So they've got like men's and women's shoes for 131, ground shipping included, 21 items. So it's what, like $6 and change a unit. And then you can just scroll through all of those, or you can change categories over on the left. You can just click all categories. And then it's going to bring you back to the main page where you can select computers and office. You can select electronics. They have like cell phone accessories, and all of this stuff will load up. All right, now let's move on to the second site, which is out of LA. This is called Via Trading, VIA, Via Trading. Shopping online. You can also shop in person at Via Trading's location. You can Google it up. They're in Los Angeles. I think they're right near downtown. You can click on things like new arrivals, and then they have a bedding and accessory load, tons of bedding loads. Wow, they've got furniture loads. I mean, they've got stuff for 300, stuff for 3,000. You can come over here to products and you can look at things like housewares, jewelries, fashion. Let's go to electronics and accessories. And so they've got a liquidation of professional microphones. They've got 4,600 units at $6.45 a unit, $29,000. And then they've got a 4-pack of Beam Electronics 6x6 nylon braided USBs, 60 units in a case, $2.50 a unit for $150. So you can see everything from 30,000 on up and down to 150. So the third one is bstock.com. And I want to do this quickly. You guys can go research the websites on your own. I also want to make a note that most of these sites are going to require you to have a tax reseller certificate, your state tax reseller certificate. You don't need a license. You don't need a LLC. As long as you have a state reseller's tax certificate. That's what they want. They want that tax certificate so they can put you on file and so that they can tell the IRS or their state, that they didn't charge you sales tax because you're a reseller. Resellers don't have to pay the sales tax, only the end user. Okay, so here's some of their items. Truckloads of sporting goods. Here's a truckload of grocery drugstore items. 8,258 items retailing for $151,000 from Fontana, California. It currently has 23 bids. And if you click on it, the current bid is $10,000. You can scroll down. Now, if you look, they work with Best Buy, with Target, with Early Upgrade. They work with Home Depot and Groupon. They have Wayfair stuff. They have, you name it, they have it. You can come up here and search by category or by marketplace. They have Amazon liquidation auctions from the US. They have 2 of those up currently, which we will take a look at if it wants to load. Here we go. Mix lot of truckload goods, Amazon, and a mix load of truckload goods, Amazon here with 7,600 pieces. So you can check those out. They're big lots. All right. The number 4 is bluelots.com. And these are, again, kind of, I would say, on the lower end of things. I don't know how well, these guys sent me a box. I had never bought from them. The box was iffy at best. The box that I was sent was about a $200 box. And I resold some of the items, and I probably made $200 off the box. I probably still have a few of those items left, but it was really hard to get the money back. It wasn't the greatest experience, but they did send it to me for free, being fully transparent. So number 5 is BoxFox. I met these guys in Minnesota a couple years back at Midwest Ecom. Super nice guys, not familiar with their site. All that, well, their site is kind of basic. They sell a lot of shoes. I did notice that. So you'll have to go through. This is the one that I'm probably the least familiar with, even though I met them. I've never bought off of this one, and I've never gotten any of their merchandise. They didn't send me anything. So, the other ones, I've done business with Bulk. I've done business with Blue Lots. Obviously, B-Stock. My friend Chris from CNC buys a lot of B-Stock, so tons of experience with their stuff. And via trading, a lot of you guys have done experience or had experience with and sent me your reviews. It's all been pretty good. Let's move on to number 6, which is directliquidations.com. Now, this is one that I have indirectly purchased from, actually, somebody that had some of the merchandise that came through here. There's a few of you that watch my videos that have had a lot of success on direct liquidations. They deal with Walmart. You can see it right there. They also have a lot of Amazon pallets. So those of you interested in stuff like Amazon customer returns, they are on there. And so here's a truckload. They actually have 24 pallets, 500 to 1,000 pieces for $10,000. So you're talking about anywhere from $10 to $20 a unit. They have another one that's 19,407 pieces of Amazon returns on 30 pallets. It's 43,500. Then they have 24 pallets for 5,500. This site is typically a high-end, expensive site. You're not going to buy stuff for $100 or $200 for the most part off of here. Look, here's one where they have a buy it now price of $872,000 for 7,000 water coolers. That's crazy. What are you even going to do with 7,000 water coolers? So you can see, if you have some money, this is a site. Otherwise, if your budget's a couple $100, this probably isn't the best site for you. Although here's a 7-piece set for $150. Here's a 141-piece set for $418 plus shipping. I'm actually surprised to see all of these $400 and $500 pallets. $526 for a 140-piece tool and hardware. Remember, these are bids, so they are going to go higher than this. You have to pay attention. Here's a 14-piece portable speaker for $219. Again, like everything else, you have to read the manifest to get the models and the conditions. They work with Target, Walmart, Lowe's, Amazon, and other retailers. All right, let's keep going. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7 is liquidation.com. Now, I've bought off of these guys. I bought cases. I bought cables off of them. They do have a lot of Chinese stuff. Be careful. We bought a lot of not knockoff stuff, but like not OEM stuff. But that's in the electronics. Here's 77 Apple iPhones. They have stuff from $100 to $100,000. So liquidation is in all budgets. They typically don't have as much stuff as the other sites. They're kind of smaller. But you can sort jewelry, watches, consumer electronics, computer, houseware, general tools, toys, clothing, all that kind of good stuff. Let's just click on the clothing and accessories. I know a lot of you like to see this, see what they have. And so then you can scroll down. They have, see like women's lingerie, current $100 with no bids, quantity 80. So they're looking for like $1.50 a piece. They're shelf pulls, but they don't say the brand. They're typically like, either unbranded or really low end brand. It's not going to be 100 pieces or 80 pieces of Victoria's Secret. That's just not how they operate. Here's designer neckties from Ralph Lauren, Jeffrey Bean, Polo, Pronto Umo, Nautica. They actually have quantity 200, bids for $100, so it's 50 cents a tie, which isn't bad. Those brands are not the best. I mean, if there's a few good ones in there, it wouldn't be terrible, I guess. Only the one picture, so not a lot of information. Brands of Tommy Hilfiger, Brooks Brothers, Ed Hardy, Nautica, Michael Kors. So they put a lot of things, but remember, you're going to get a mix of it, so you won't get all of those brands. Okay. Continuing on, so that's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 8 is Alibaba. This is where to buy from China overseas. Please don't be scared of the disease being on boxes. It's not happening. But this is where you buy bulk merchandise to either private label or just sell. These are all going to be unbranded, generic, straight from China or Taiwan or overseas, wherever you pick. But I can give you an example like eyelashes. These are, those fake longer eyelashes. They're putting them up for $1.80 a pair with a minimum order 10 pairs. So really, you could buy these eyelashes to test them out for $18. You're going to pay the shipping. Obviously, the more you buy, the cheaper it is. But you can buy samples, 1 piece, 5 pieces, 10 pieces. You can spend $10, $100, $100,000. You do have to kind of know what you're looking for because they don't have these in separated by like certain items. They do have categories, but it's just like going on eBay where if you click the toy category here, I'll show you, you're going to come up with an entire section of toys and everything that you can think of, ride-ons and Power Wheels and bears. So you could just scroll through this, I suppose, and just get some ideas and then find one that you want and then search the site again just for that toy. But it's best if you know what you're looking for. So, if you want to sell a insulated, lunchbox, then you could search for it and find all the people selling that. So they give you the per piece price. The more you buy, that's how you get the cheaper one. And then the shipping you'll have to calculate once you go in. Also, if you want a sample set, typically like 5 or 10 pieces, they're going to charge you more just to get a sample because it's just not worth their time. They want to sell big lots of it, but they will do the samples, 99% of them. The other thing to remember is when you do the samples, like if you buy 10, it may end up costing you $2 or $3 to ship. If you buy these in quantities like 1,000, then it may only end up costing you like 10 or 20 cents because you're packing a bunch in a box that gets cheaper. Also, if they say a minimum quantity and it's like minimum quantity 500, sometimes they will come down on that. Let's say you wanted to buy 100 or 200. Sometimes they'll come down on their minimum quantity and just charge you a little more on the price. So something to keep an eye on. Okay, that was number 8. And number 9 is, of course, our liquidation site. It's Liquidation Lots for Less, and it's through Shopify. And so I've just brought you up to, you just click our catalog here. I'll link it below as well. And you can see we have earrings. We have women's tops, men's tops, video games. We actually just added a bunch of LuLaRoe pieces, which are right there. 35 tops, 36 dresses, a bunch of plus size women's. We have DVDs, makeup, electronic accessories. We have jeans there, some more LuLaRoe shirts, dresses and skirts, some more women's non-LuLaRoe 50 pieces of juniors dresses and skirts. We have bathing suits, kid clothes, all kinds of stuff. So hunt through that. I'll link it as well along with the other sites. And this is 9. I wanted to get 10, but really there's just these 9 that I recommend. Again, read the manifest, read the description. You can message these people, ask questions. If you have any questions about my lots, just email us, liquidationlots4less@gmail.com. I'll put that email below as well. And if you have any other questions about these sites, please feel free to ask. Rockstarflipper@gmail is my direct email. Keep the liquidation email only about those liquidation lots, please. I appreciate it. And until next time, I hope you guys enjoy these lots. If you've had success with these, if you failed with these, if you have any information to leave anybody, please comment it below so that the viewers can read and see how everyone else has done and they can make a better decision. Thank you as always. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you again real soon.